This is The Download from Sounds Profitable, your daily source for the essential news of the business of podcasting. Brought to you by Spreaker from iHeart. I'm Newt Chodolkotty, in for Gavin Gaddis. Before we get started, we'd like to quickly announce the mid-year update to the Podscape is now live. Check it out at the link in the show notes for a bird's-eye view of the podcasting industry with companies organized into one infographic. Here's what you need to know for today, Wednesday, August 7th. First up, BIA U.S. local ad spend in 2025 to hit $171 billion. A new U.S. local advertising forecast from BIA Advisory Services predicts ad revenue will reach $171 billion by 2025. In the short term, that means a 5.5% increase in non-political spending over 2024. Local political advertising is expected to reach $11.7 billion, an increase of $560 million from BIA's previous forecast back in March, and a 21.3% increase from the 2020 election season. Next up, True Crime Opportunity by Tom Webster. Sounds Profitable's 2022 study, Safe and Sound, demonstrates the power of true crime content, with only 9% of respondents disagreeing with the phrase, "I like it when a brand supports my favorite true crime podcast." True crime enthusiasts actively seek out the content of true crime. Yet still, brands shy away from the genre for fear of running against discussions of murder, despite the average true crime podcast content more resembling TV police procedurals or detective stories. True crime podcasts represent a not common blend of audience engagement, brand loyalty, and societal impact, and advertisers would do well to reconsider blanket bans on the genre. Next up, new Analytics report raises new questions about use of AI systems for brand safety by Marty Swant. The latest report from industry watchdog Analytics reports hundreds of instances of brands appearing alongside unsafe content on sites largely built from user-generated content, such as fandom wiki pages. A significant percentage of ads found in this manner had code for sizable brand safety tech vendors like DoubleVerify and Integral Ad Science attached. Advertisers interviewed by Digiday noted surprise at particularly egregious examples of AI-powered brand safety tools missing obvious signs content was brand unsafe, such as racial slurs and sexual reference in headlines and page URLs. Several interviewed academics propose a core issue might be the system's work, but can't properly operate at scale during the nanoseconds a given ad spot is up for bid. Next up, Mass Brands Without Mass Media by Brian Morrissey. As the Paris Olympics reach their final days, Morrissey reflects on how rare a mass media event like this is in the fragmented world of streaming. Even then, the Olympics themselves are less of a single event, as Peacock offers multiple streams for audiences to pick and choose which events to watch. As universal water cooler moments become rarities, huge brands will likely have to shift focus and begin targeting niche communities and audiences. And with that shift in focus, podcasting's power to authentically communicate with niche ideas should be a clear choice for brands. Finally, is Spotify down? Users report issues with music streaming service by Saqib Shah. According to website disruption tracker Down Detector, which charts reports of issues with popular websites, Spotify experienced an outage starting at 6:15 a.m. EST this morning. At its peak, the site received over 2,400 reports in a 20-minute period. The outage appears to have been largely resolved by 10 a.m. EST, as Down Detector reports drop from 1,000 to 60 within that hour. Podcasting's listenership continues to grow steadily, and multiple studies find commutes are a major part of daily listening. As a result, podcast episodes tend to release early in the morning to be first in queue for commuters. With the timing of this outage, what could the financial impact be for publishers on one of the biggest platforms in podcasting? As for the rest of the news, James Cridlin of Pod News reports Spotify is now advertising its hosting services within the Spotify for Podcasters dashboard if the user does not already host through them. The Hollywood Reporter covers Wondery's announced partnership with Mills Entertainment for podcast live tours. Signal Hill Insights' Paul Rees-Mandel looks at 5 reasons you're not getting enough brand lift insight. Anonymous ad buyers tell Adweek Netflix's CPMs are dropping to the $20 to $30 range. And Amazon Music has launched Topics, an AI-powered recommendation tool to help with podcast discovery. Be sure to check out the links to every article mentioned right in your podcast listening app or at soundsprofitable.com, where you can also subscribe to the newsletter version. The Download is written and produced by me, Newton Chodolkotty, Brian Barletta, Gavin Gaddis, and Tom Webster. This episode is hosted on Spreaker. For Sounds Profitable, I'm Nut Shuttlecotti. Download us again tomorrow.